What's next for Trump's Gaza plan after Rafah reopening? The reopening of Gaza's Rafah crossing with Egypt has given new momentum to US President Donald Trump's plan to end the Gaza war. But key questions remain, particularly whether Hamas will disarm. Trump's plan, now moving into its second phase, faces major challenges. Repeated Israeli attacks have killed hundreds in Gaza, and Hamas continues to resist giving up its weapons. Israeli officials have warned they are preparing for a return to war if disarmament does not happen. Background on the plan. Trump first unveiled his plan in September. It's a 20-point roadmap starting with a truce, followed by steps toward a broader resolution. The ultimate goal is for Hamas to disarm and step aside from governing Gaza, while Israel withdraws its forces, and international actors oversee a major reconstruction of the territory. The first phase, formalized in a ceasefire deal on 9 October, included halting fighting, releasing hostages in exchange for Palestinian prisoners, partial Israeli withdrawal, a surge of aid, and reopening the Rafah crossing. The plan was also endorsed by the UN, which authorized a transitional governing body and an international stabilisation force. Current situation. While the ceasefire reduced large-scale combat, violence has not fully stopped. Gaza health authorities report at least 488 Palestinians killed since 10 October, while Israel has lost 4 soldiers to militant attacks. Israeli forces have pulled back, but still control more than half of Gaza. Most of the territory's 2 million residents are confined to a narrow coastal strip, many living in damaged buildings or makeshift tents. Aid groups say Israel is still limiting supplies, although Israel insists it is meeting the agreed commitments. Hamas has reasserted control in Gaza, while small Palestinian armed groups operate in Israeli-controlled areas. Both sides show little progress toward the plan's next phase, which includes Hamas disarmament, further Israeli withdrawal, and the deployment of international peacekeepers. Looking ahead, Phase 2. Washington has launched the second phase, creating a committee of Palestinian technocrats to govern Gaza under the oversight of a board of peace led by Trump. Key goals include demilitarizing Gaza and handing over security in exchange for a full Israeli withdrawal. Hamas is reported to still have hundreds of rockets and thousands of light weapons. While the group has agreed in principle to discuss disarmament, no concrete plan has been presented. Israel has made clear that it does not expect Hamas to disarm voluntarily. Another sticking point is Hamas' demand to integrate its 10,000 police officers into the new technocrat-led government, which Israel opposes. Outstanding issues. Several elements of the plan remain unresolved. The role, mandate, and composition of the International Stabilisation Force are unclear. The Palestinian Authority is expected to take a role in Gaza after reforms, but details are vague. Reconstruction plans, promoted by Trump's son-in-law Jared Kushner, envision a new Gaza with modern housing, data centers, and industrial zones. However, issues like property rights, compensation, and housing for displaced Palestinians have not been addressed. Despite international support, many Israelis and Palestinians remain skeptical that the Trump plan will ever be fully implemented. With Hamas still armed and key details unresolved, the conflict may continue in a frozen state, even as the world watches whether diplomacy can finally take hold in Gaza.